And here we have the grand opening of the Dorian Home Orphanage Center, Akure.
The vision of Dorian Home is about leaving a legacy of hope for the orphaned children, widows, and less privileged women in our society. Today, I give God all the glory as I'm most privileged and delighted to welcome you all to this memorable event, which is the commissioning of my Covenant project.
But building a palace for orphans goes beyond the call of compassion and philanthropy and reveals something deeper about the donor.
Because this is what she loves to do.
Ilé iṣẹ́ àìmọye ènìyàn tí wọ́n ń jẹ tí wọ́n ń mu. Àyàfẹ́yàn lásán ló lè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni bí. Àyàfẹ́yàn lásán ló lè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni bí. Dr. Tolúlọlá mi o, Báyọ̀dé. Àyàfẹ́yàn lásán ló lè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni bí.
Oh, well, we appreciate her. I appreciate Akure people, we appreciate her. It's our Mother Teresa.
Because it is not easy to take out of your wealth you really sweat for and give for the others to be happy.
What she has done is something that is a very good example to everybody.
What matters is not what we do for ourselves, but what we do for others while we have the time here on earth. I made up my mind to live my life for God and for humanity, to give to the hopeless, to become a blessing to my generation through the works of my hand.
She should have deployed these resources of hers to other more economically viable ventures. But she had decided to do this.
This amazing lady here, when I saw the Dorian Home picture, I was dazed.
I'm overwhelmed by what she has done.
So, Dorian, you have chosen a very good path. You have chosen a path that the Almighty God will reward you for.
On behalf of the government and people of Ondo-State, I want to thank her, Dr. Lola Bayode, for allowing herself to be used by God to establish this facility.
Up to the point of the commissioning of this mother's project, I held to my covenant with God of not involving the public or anyone in its funding. This is actually my sweat and my resources.
Feed the homeless, and I'm so passionate to help them. And my sister would just say, I want to go for it.
It mirrors the reality of many people in our society today. Women who have lost their husbands and have the weight of their families on their shoulders. Children on the streets without hope of where the next meal will come from. While many of us may be used to a life of comfort and luxury, many people are living below the poverty level, looking for hope to lift them up.
And you're absolutely right. Being an orphan does not and should not define the future of the child.
Whatever comes out of here would ultimately help our community and the society at large. So whoever grows out of here is going to be part of this large society to which it belongs.
This community needed something like this. The world needs something like this. The world needs people like Dr. Tolu who have the same heart and the same vision for others.
And I think that is a deep desire to express your belief that children, even orphan children, deserve the very best that life offers. After all, we're all equal before God.
She would not call them less privileged. She would always say,
the kids are overprivileged because they are not meant to be. She wants to change the narratives. So what we have here today is something else.
She's a philanthropist at heart.
Dorian Home consists of the main building to accommodate the motherless babies, their games, dining, a decent kitchen, library, clinic, laundry, hair salon, restaurant for staffs. The women training section of the complex, when completed, will be outfitted with appropriate equipment to develop or hone their skills. A recreational unit is being proposed to enable occupants and staffs working in the home to have a sound mind in a sound body. Above all, there is a worship center for them to glorify God.
She has invested so much in building the edifice, and if you say the kind of project that has been put there to bring smiles into the faces of people around, you say it's really worthwhile.
So we should come together and support Lola, support Dorian Home, support the children because they really need us.
Life is meaningless if you don't touch someone's life and make a difference in it.
After the commissioning of the project today, the support of Dorian Home will now be open to any assistance, financial or material, that men and women of goodwill could offer to these vulnerable children and women.
It is now our duty to give support to a project that will give succor to the less privileged, provide employment for our teeming non-employed, and also empower women.
Give and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaking together, running over. That is what the Lord will return into your bosom. This is not about the less privileged. It's about you and your Creator.
And I call on all well-meaning Nigerians gathered here and those watching us on the screen to do everything in your little way to reach out, to make a difference in somebody's life, particularly vulnerable children and women.
Dorian Home, keeping hope alive.